sent my vintage, this is a single flap, I sent it to Gary Gallagher is who I had been communicating with throughout the entire process. I sent them pictures of my bag. And trying to get a quote on it back in like August of last year. Okay, so they said it's a really big job, but we can do it because, like I said, the inside was trash. But he said handbags are built around internal componentary things called stays. Eventually they break down or crease, which cause the bag to deform. We replace or reinforce the stays to improve the structure and symmetry of the bag. This won't remove creases from the surface of the leather itself, but it will go a long way to improve the overall shape. To reshape the bag and replace the lining, which is what I initially sent it off to him for, was just to replace all the lining and all, like in the main compartment and then in the pockets as well. He said he would charge $465, and that would include the shipping. So I thought that was reasonable. They offered to do the spa service, and the spa service, then he asked me if I want to proceed with the spa service, and that includes unweaving the leather from the chain, then hand polish all over all of the hardware. Please note that any scratches may remain after polishing because the polish used has to be gentle enough to avoid removing the finish. Next, they thoroughly cleaned the bag inside and out before conditioning all of the leather. We applied pigments as needed to restore the original color, luster of the bag, address general fading, and help conceal any remaining stains and wear as best as we can. The leather from the chain is taken through the same process, or if we feel it would yield a better result, then it's replaced. Of course, we cannot remove every kind of scratch, add puffiness to flatten quilting, or restore texture where the leather has been worn through. Depending on the amount of pigments required, especially in areas of severe staining or wear, there can be some compromise in texture in favor of aesthetics, but we always do our best to find an artful balance of the two priorities. And he said and then that also includes authenticating. And he said that if you would like to add the service, it would be an additional $100. So my total, all in all, was $565. It took them about, I think, a month and a half, and like that was bad considering the extensive like damage that I had going on with this bag, and then the cleaning that they offered to do, the whole spa service was offered to me after they had already received the bag. I don't think I mentioned that, but so they did all that, and when the bag was done, they sent me an invoice through QuickBooks, and then I paid it, and then my bag got to me, I think in 2 days. So it came in a box, and it was wrapped very well, lots of tissue paper. Sorry I didn't keep all of that. This video is slightly delayed, so I don't still have all of the packaging stuff if that were to interest you. But it was in a box, and it was wrapped very nicely, and it came with this envelope. And this envelope is the authentication. So, certificate of authenticity is what it looks like, and it says this document certifies that the item listed below has been carefully evaluated by master leather craftsman Gary Gallagher, who, in his expert opinion, has determined it to be authentic. Product description: Chanel vintage, single flat black gold hardware. So this is what it looks like. That's always great in case I ever wanted to resell the bag for whatever reason, but I intend to keep it. That is my plans for now. Again, I did get a great deal on it back in 2015, I believe, on eBay, and I had bought it knowing that there was damage, and I just intended to get it repaired at some point, and it took me a while. Pockets, everything was in absolute horrendous condition. So this is the repaired result. And so yeah, here's the pockets. Sorry about my ugly ass band-aid. I cut myself earlier. So yeah, I am so thrilled with it. They did such a fine job. And then there's the back pocket. And there's that pocket. And so yeah, I was stoked to receive it just like this. Like, the structure is like new. Like, it's like, look at the structure. I was used to it being like smashed. I've shared it in videos. The inside, just like it would have originally been done, is like this red textured fabric, and then the inside is a leather, and same with this pocket. So it's like true to its original, which I really love. Now it's completely usable. You just can't go wrong with vintage. And the fact that the prices are so insane now, like if you want to buy these or just a classic flap in general, at the Chanel boutique, you're gonna pay out the ass. So, like, just trying to find one from a reputable source, like a vintage one that may need a little love, and contact him. Like, you could really save yourself a lot of money. I know I did, because I only paid $500 for this bag back in 2015 because the inside was beat to shit. I got it in a bid, I believe. And so yeah, I got it with the intent of getting it repaired, and finally got around to it, and so I'm out like what, $1,065 for a bag that would probably have no problem selling right now for like $4,000 on eBay. So yeah, couldn't be happier.